Hi everyone, welcome to the September moon, the harvest moon. The song that we've got this month is called This Is Home, and it's a love song really, and it began with inspiration from some of the great Tamla rhythm sections. So we're trying to recreate that in some ways in a modern way, complete with the tambourine and hand claps. The groove I like a lot. Tony does a great bass part there. I think it's the third one we tried. We really had to nail it.
I looked into the deepest sky, found what you showed me. Here beside the churning sea, a calm came over me. 'Cause I know this is home. Home is where I need to be. I know you are my home.
Early in the process, I'd had a call from Skrillex, and he's a very talented musician. And I thought, well, it'd be interesting to see what he wants or what he's got in mind. So he did. He came to my little home studio, and we sat down and talked and tried to evolve bits and pieces. It was mainly this song. He was, I think, trying to encourage me to write a song about, staying up all night in a nightclub and that sort of thing, and dawn. But that's not really my life. So I made it more about family and home. We had, what was for me, it was interesting and fun day, but it didn't get to complete that way. Interesting experience nonetheless. I think it's good for me to be taken outside my normal comfort zone sometimes. We took it into this other direction, which is probably less radio friendly, but more Gabriel. I did an unusual thing for me in that I tried doing this low voice, high voice thing. So you get this almost conversational voice at the beginning, and then the second part is more the higher emotional voice. Because I thought that would be both intimate and emotive. So, put the two side by side. I think it's got now a different sort of, it's got this groove thing, but unlike most sort of pop songs that have a middle eight or bridge, this has two, and they're both quite different. The first one is sort of atmospheric and dreamy, and we have this amazing all-male choir, which comes in slowly into this dreamlike garden section. They're, in Sweden, and they get, I think, a fantastic sound. It's sort of dark, stirring, and emotional. So, thanks to Orfe Drenger. I'm probably pronouncing it horribly, but the appreciation is very definitely there. The strings in the other middle section, I really like. It's quite sort of catchy, poppy in a way.
Whatever bothers you in the day or night, it'll come and go. But then it's you and I, we just keep moving on. Walk on down the road. When we make it hard, and when I left you scarred, it looks like all is gone. Then the love creeps through from deep in me and you, walking down the road, going back home.
I think John picked up on what I was trying to go for there, and did a beautiful job, as always. And his record, by the way, is coming out on Real World, but it's a beautiful thing. So anyone who enjoys so moody, atmospheric music, I strongly recommend John's record. So the artwork this month is a wonderful piece by David Moreno. I was looking for art, contemporary art that sort of represented the house or home in some ways. And we saw a few things, but his really stuck out. It's sort of very simple. He often makes these one color, so house-like symbols with piano wire and connecting. And I think it's very unique work. And given that was, in a sense, what I was trying to do with the lyric, it felt like a very natural match. We looked at a few of his images, many of which I like very much. And we had first of all gone for this house, which he made for us, which is a beautiful thing. But then I looked back on his work and I saw this one with the two doors. And because it's a relationship song, I thought actually this would say more. And he was very up for letting us use that. So I'm very grateful to David for that. We're now on the tour. This is another sound check. We're in Columbus tonight. Tour's been going very well. Some people have been asking how it's different from Europe. Well, the main difference for me is that I'm not struggling and decimating different languages every night. So, except maybe for a scattering of French in Quebec and Montreal. But aside from that, it's funny that I think probably there's a good mix of young and old on this tour. In Europe, there were certain countries that were more older fans and some that were a good mix. It's always nice from our perspective to see a mix of age groups. Now we're reflecting back a little bit on what we were trying to do with the tour, and visually, what it's doing with the artists, with the video work. I think it does have a unique character to it now. It always takes a while to find exactly, who you are and what you're doing. But I think we're getting there. I think that's mainly the summary for September, and great that some of you are still out there and are still checking in on the moons. It's been an interesting experience. I'll probably carry on with it next time around. Thank you for being there, and I hope you like this. I do.